is in I think 1987 or something, Apple released this ADB bus. So this was a very old bus and it finished in 1989 itself. So RS-232 is one very popular interface, but it is not that efficient for the mouse because the cable and all is so bulky and all. So, and there is one BMI, it is also obsolete now. So there are two buses which are currently so much popular for interfacing devices like mouse, keyboard and all. So these are PS2 and USB, right? So PS2 was also developed by, this is how PS2 looks by the way. This is the connector, this is the port in which you connect your PS2 port. These are standard colors, green for mouse, purple for keyboard. And this is your USB, right? So we will not go in much more technical details of PS2 bus, how it works and all. We will just go through how it works. Okay. So PS2 is basically a serial bus, first of all. It is a synchronous bus. So it is synchronous means what? I am watching a television show and suppose say someone is watching Kaun Banega Crorepati. So everybody watching Kaun Banega Crorepati sees the same question and at the same microseconds time of second at the same time in whole world. So this is how it is synchronized. It is synchronized to something to play along. Okay, but okay, so this is how PS2 works. So if you can see here, there is a pin number 5 here which says clock. So what is this clock? So it is a clock generated by something which controls PS2 operation, and this clock is actually synchronized by your mouse as well as your host controller, which is PS2 host controller. Okay, so referring to your clock, it will perform the operation. Clock goes down, okay, send data. Clock goes down, okay, read data. So both knows at the falling edge of clock, I have to read, PS2 controller have to send data, mouse has to read data or something like that. So these are synchronous operations.
Like for example, in the earlier case, in the earlier slide, it was like, I'll send the interrupt, then the processor tells me, okay, I am acknowledging it. So it's asynchronous. I will wait for the processor. In this case, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Both know well in advance that okay, whenever the falling edge of the clock will come, we will send data. So it's like it's communication before this data is sent between the two parties. So it's called synchronous. And asynchronous is I'll send the data and I'll wait. That is asynchronous.
Okay. So second feature is it is very simple to implement and very cheap. And there is one drawback which is called as no plug and play. I think everybody knows what is plug and play. Your USB is a plug and play bus. So what is that? You can just connect your device in your USB plug and it gets detected, automatically installed, drivers are set up and everything. You don't have to care anything. But in case of PS2, since it is developed in 1984, so that time there was no concept of something called as plug and play. So its architecture is like that only. So when you connect new device to PS2 port, you have to explicitly restart your machine so that BIOS can detect it. So this is something brief about PS2. If you want, there is one data pin which can send and receive data serially. Okay, so this is about PS2 and all. So then there is USB. So USB is something which has replaced almost everything. I mean, it has replaced the PS2 also. So right now, if you go and buy, you get the USB mouse more frequently than the PS2 mouse. So market has captured the USB. So
And it comes in variety of.
Yeah, there is a lots of variety. It is so popular that people have made the artistic features into it, like this teddy bear and all. So we will see how actually USB works. So yes, your USB is a simple data cable. And your simple data cable consists of these 4 wires, nothing else, only 4 wires, and everything you connect to USB works. So there is one wire for +5 VCC voltage, one for ground, one for positive voltage, one for negative voltage. That's all.
Yeah, almost every one of you has used this. Now, for example, in market you have USB vacuum cleaner that comes with even laptop.
Yeah.
Our computer sells.
Baba Computer Cells give you the that USB vacuum cleaner.
So you need power supply for it as well, right? And this USB gives it power supply.
Yes. So this is basically the how USB cable is. Then we will see how when you connect your mouse to your USB port, how it get detected, how computer knows that the mouse has connected and all those things. So for that, as we have mentioned earlier, interrupt based system is not so efficient because processor have to polling based system is not so efficient because processor have to go and explicitly check what is there. So for that we have interrupt based system. But then again we also saw that interrupt based system, if we directly connect to processor, it will waste the processor time. So for that we have dedicated microcontroller chip on your motherboard which only takes care of USB traffic. So anything you connect to your USB port, it will be detected by that microcontroller, controlled by microcontroller. Every data, every single bit going and coming into your computer system is monitored and controlled by that USB host controller.
So in earlier days, what used to happen is there was, for example, this is your processor. There was a dedicated pin for this interrupt, right? But now this does not happen. We have a dedicated hardware in between, which is known as host controller. So processor do not care about who is sending me the interrupt. He has assigned a separate entity for this job, like outsourcing the job to host controller.
Right. So for that there are so many standards which USB can follow, but one most used and one most popular standard is USCI, which is Universal Host Controller Interface. So what this interface consists of is Universal Host Controller driver. So let me just tell you what actually host controller's job is. So host controller will be one chip present on your motherboard, same motherboard where your actual processor, Core 2Duo or something like that processor is present. So this host controller will help the processor to reduce the overhead of attempting all the mouse interrupts, all the interrupts that are coming through USB port. Since we are considering that right now our mouse is connected to USB port, so we will talk directly about mouse. Okay, so mouse send the something XY coordinate, let's say. So processor doesn't have to care about that. This host controller will take care of everything. So how it will do that?
So right now you can imagine that host controller is also a dedicated processor.
Yes, it is also a dedicated processor. Right, like you have numeric data processor, you must have studied somewhere. It only performs numerical operation for your main processor. So it is not like that your main processor cannot perform addition of 80-bit numbers. It can, but just to help that processor, we have such kind of supporting processors. Okay, so likewise, USCI has SC host controller, SCD host controller driver. So we will just see what is this SC and SCD. So if you can see,
these do not get overwhelmed and buried by these diagrams.
Yeah, this is not that complex that it looks. So okay, we will start from it. This is your USB device. In our case, it is mouse. So mouse, what will mouse do? It will be connected to SC, Universal Host Controller.
That is the dedicated processor that we are talking about.
Yes, this SC is actually a chip which is dedicated for only this job. So what it will do? It will just interface this device with itself, and above SC there is SCD, which is a driver. This driver consists of some of the software part, some of the hardware. For example, suppose you press the left button on your mouse and move your mouse like this. So it is a drag operation. So for that, there is something called as left bit. There will be one dedicated bit which will indicate that left button is clicked, and there will be two dedicated bytes which will only contain the XY coordinates. So this thing is very real time. Your mouse is so real time that it just cannot tolerate any delay. For that, what they have done, this hardware part is introduced into actual driver. So these parameters of mouse movement are stored into it, and software part, what it will do, it will be assembly code which will directly talk with this part, which is hardware part, and poll that continuously based on your system clock. So right now that obviously for that hardware part is also dedicated part, software part is also dedicated part. Its job is only to read XY coordinates and status of 1, 2, 3 buttons, not anything above that. So this universal host controller understands the format which is standard sent by your this mouse device. This format it will validate. If it is not validated, it will again go to this device and again resend that next format. Some error correction methods are there. Okay. So what this does is it will say, okay boss, I am ready. Send me something. This will say, okay, I am ready also. I will send you my XY coordinates.
Here's the format.
Yes, that is the format.
For example, left click.
Yeah.